What's up, Ranger Nation? It is your boy JB, and we are here this morning for a brand new episode review of Power Rangers Dino Fury on Nickelodeon. This is episode number 5, you guys, and the episode was titled Winning Attitude. All right, you guys, so without further ado, let's go ahead and just talk about episode number 5, Winning Attitude. All right, you guys, so before we actually get into the episode review, I am going to start doing some things when it comes to this channel. And, more so on Power Rangers reviews. There is a company that I found on Twitter a few months ago, Carson's Corner. I'm going to start buying some Ranger apparel so that I can wear for my reviews. And I'm also thinking about buying a helmet. So let me know in the comment section below. I have 3 that I'm thinking about. Let me know which 3 you guys like. And so if you guys haven't figured it out, In Space is one of my favorite seasons. It's number 1. Actually, it's not number 1. It's tied. In Space is one of my favorite seasons. So if I do it In Space, it's going to be my boy right here, Theodore J. Jarvis Johnson, TJ. And then my second favorite season is Lost Galaxy. So if I do Lost Galaxy, I'm debating between Leo and Kendricks. Actually, let's not even throw TJ in there because I know what's In Space I would do TJ. I would do TJ for sure if I pick In Space. I might do In Space and Lost Galaxy. Now, with Lost Galaxy, I would like to know who would you guys pick between a Leo helmet and a Kendricks helmet? Let me know in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and just get into this episode. This was episode 5. I enjoyed the episode. I loved seeing Javi and Izzy's cousin Lily. Loved her. So the episode, we see Izzy. So Izzy is training with her cousin Lily, and she is doing a cross-country race the next day. So while they were training, they finished training actually. So we see Zato, Amelia, and Ollie come up to Javi and Izzy saying that Solon wanted to see them. So they go back to the base, and Solon has told them that she thinks she may have found where the other 2 Zords are, which is, Izzy and Javi's Zords. It's in the same spot where they found, excuse me, y'all. It's in the same spot where the orb was found that held the keys. So Solon says that, she might be able to build a device that'll allow them to find the missing Zords. So we then later see Jane and Jayborg. So it is official that Jane and Jayborg are our comedic, relief of the season. I don't feel any type of way about Jane and Jayborg. I know people don't like Jane and Jayborg. I don't really feel anything about them. They're not, to me, they're not Victor and Monty, definitely. They're not Ben and Betty, but they're similar. But I don't have an issue when it comes to Jane and Jayborg. So we see Jane and Jayborg. They're in a park and they're teaching the kids, the Ranger hotline phone number to call the Ranger hotline if they do see any Sporix or Sporix beast. Now, mind you, while they're talking about the Sporix beast, a Sporix beast drops in front of them and it goes into Jane's clothing. So one of the kids gets the phone and, excuse me, y'all. One of the kids gets the phone and she calls the Ranger hotline to let them know, hey, there's a Sporix beast on the loose. So the Sporix beast material, the Sporix turns into the Sporix beast. Everyone takes off running. So we're going to pause here and we're going to keep moving. All right, you guys. So after getting the phone call, the Rangers show up, they morph, and they battle with, the Sporix beast. His name is Brian Blast. So they get into the battle with Brian Blast and Boom Tower and the Henchmen. The one thing that I will definitely say I enjoy about Dino Fury so far, I love the boost keys. I love the boost keys. Now, they used the boost keys in this episode, but, when it came down to it, Izzy and Zato, as well as Javi, were getting their butts kicked by Boom Tower and Brian Blast. Now, on the other end, Amelia and Ollie were fighting the Henchmen, and they were able, they were beating the henchman, no problem. But with Ollie, Zato, and Izzy, they were having a difficult time with Boom Tower and with Brian Blast. So eventually, Brian Blast and Boom Tower, they just leave the fight. But Mucus is left behind, and Mucus overhears the Rangers talking about where they believe the Zords to be at. So we then go back to Izzy. So Izzy was, supposed to be training with her cousin Lily. Lily was late to training, and Izzy was a bit rude to her cousin, talking about there's no excuse for her being late when she was trying to tell her, I was helping a friend out. My friend and I went shopping and I was helping her out. And Izzy's like, you went shopping? She's like, yes. And, she had to tell her there are more important things than just winning. But Izzy doesn't see it that way. So Izzy's like, I didn't eat. I was waiting for one of your smoothies and now I'm on empty. But you know what? I'm going to keep training. You do whatever you're going to do. I'm like, wow, Izzy, that was a little rude. I really felt, and when you looked at Lily's face, Lily's face was just like, oh wow, that was not what I expected. I really felt bad for Lily in that scene. So let's move over to Area 62. So Boom Tower and Mucus have some maps that they're trying to look at, but unfortunately, Brian Blast keeps getting wet. He's like, I'm a fish, I have to get wet. So then Void Knight comes in, and Void Knight has this map from 20 years ago where scientists found traces of metal. And it was metal that they had never saw before, which they believe might be the metal of the Zords. So what Void Knight wants to do is Void Knight wants them to build a bomb, and he wants them to send the bomb down into the ground. So that way, when it detonates, it will detonate and destroy both the Tiger Claw Zord and I forget. Let's see, I think it's in here. I don't remember what the name of. I really don't know. I forgot the name of Javi Zord is. Okay, so his Zord is the Stegospike Zord. No. Wait. Izzy is the Tiger Claw. Tricera Blade is the... Okay, so his is the Ankylo... Wait. I think I may have mixed those up. I think it's the Stegospike that's his. I think Ankylo Hammer... No, I'm right. It's the Ankylo Hammer. Yeah, so his is the Ankylo Hammer Zord. So that's what we're looking for, is the Tiger Claw and Ankylo Hammer. So go back to the new. So yeah, they want to destroy the Zords. Ultimately, that's the plan, is to destroy the Zords before the Rangers can get to them. So we're going to pause here and we're going to move forward. All right, you guys. So we're going to start to wrap the episode up. So you guys remember Lily. Lily told Izzy that she went to help her friend. So Izzy met her friend. So her friend, at this point, she's out of commission. She can't do things for her. Well, she can't lift. So if she has to get up and lift stuff, she can't do it because her leg is broke. And she told Izzy that, Lily helped me at the grocery store because I couldn't reach something and Lily could. So now Izzy's like, oh crap. Like, I know she felt like shit at that point. I'm like, damn, yeah. You jump to conclusions. Moral of the story is don't jump to conclusions. So it's funny because Javi asked her when she had the look on her face like, is that gas? She was like, no. And then their dad also said, is that gas? She says, no, it's not gas. So they start the race. Now, also, I did forget to mention that in this race, Izzy has competition in a girl by the name of Fran, who's new. So the race starts and, the race is underway. Now, let's move back over to Jaina and Jayborg. Jaina and Jayborg are walking around the city and Brian Blast shows up and Brian Blast grows and he's just spraying water. So they hop into a trash can, and when he's spraying the water, the trash can just rolls down the street. So they go past 5th Street, 6th Street, whatever other streets they pass, until they eventually hit a cop car, which was interesting. And the cop wanted to give them a ticket. I'm like, it's a trash can. Okay, like they're driving a trash can. But they called the Ranger hotline to let them know that, the Sporix Beast has grown. So Solon calls the Rangers and she lets them know that, the Sporix Beast has grown. And Izzy is still in her race. So Zato says, finish your race, we'll take care of it. So they call on the Zords and they go to battle with Brian Blast. So while Izzy is running, her competitor Fran comes up on her, but Fran trips and falls into some bushes and, messes up her ankle. So now Izzy is faced with the choice of, I'm in the lead. Do I lose my lead or do I help her out? I'm glad she helped her out because, again, that is the right thing to do. So once, the EMT come and take care of Fern, whatever her name is. I think it's Fern. I might be saying Fran, but her name is Fern. So once they take care of Fern, Izzy knows that she's in dead last, so she's kind of SOL at this point. But she does overhear a voice. She's like, I recognize that voice. And it's Boom Tower and it's Mucus, and they are setting a bomb so the way it can destroy the two Zords. So Izzy intercepts those two, and eventually they just leave. So Izzy calls the Ranger. She says, I have good news and bad news. And they were like, what's up? She's like, I may have found the Zords. Bad news is there's a bomb heading toward them. So she says, how about you guys lure Brian Blast over here so the way he can blast the mountain and free the Zords. So the Rangers do lure Brian Blast to where Izzy is, and he does free the Tiger Claw Zord. And the Tiger Claw Zord is able to, it combines with the Megazord. The agility of the Zord, amazing. The agility of that Zord is amazing. So the Rangers do end up destroying Brian Blast. And I think this is going to be an interesting thing of going back and forth. Who's going to get the Sporix Beast at the end? So for the last 2 episodes, the Rangers have gotten a Sporix Beast. The first episode, Void Knight had a Sporix Beast. And this episode, Boom Tower got a Sporix Beast. So at this point, the Rangers have... the Rangers have 2 Sporix Beasts. And the Rangers have 2, and so does Void Knight. Because I had to think about it. Episode 1 went into episode 2. So yeah, so 2-2 at this point. So Izzy finally finishes her race, and it's not like Lily said, it's not about winning the race. Sometimes there are more important things. And that's actually where the episode ended. Lily gave her medal, and that's actually where the episode ended. It was a good episode. And yeah, that's it. So let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to this channel. And you guys click that link in the bottom of my video in the description bar and go subscribe to my Ranger channel. I have 3 episode reviews up right now of Zenkaiger. I might put this video over there as well, just so way it can get a little bit of traction over there. So we'll see. But until then, you guys, do me a solid favor. Like this video. Again, leave your comments. Again, subscribe to this channel and my other channel. Hit that notification bell button on this channel and that channel. And stay safe, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Remember, wash your hands, wear your mask, and social distance, and we're going to all get through this together. So until the next one, Ranger Nation, I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.